Montreal, the largest city in Quebec, is situated adjacent to Ontario, Canada, as well as New York and Vermont in the US. Positioned between Ottawa and Quebec City, Montreal is approximately a 2-hour drive from Ottawa and 3 hours from Quebec City. The geography of Montreal is characterized by its rivers, including the St. Lawrence River, Ottawa River, Rivière des Midi, and Prairies River, which separate it from satellite cities like Laval and Longueuil. During my recent trip to Montreal, I explored these several places. If you are curious about whether these places are worth adding to your checklist, come and follow me in this journey. Often regarded as one of North America's most European cities, Montreal was founded by French colonists in 1642. The city has its most historic elements near the Old Port area. The best route, in my opinion, starts with a stroll down Jacques-Cartier Square, followed by Kunming along the river. Despite the chilly weather in November, the golden maple leaves beneath my steps added a positive touch to the experience. Taking a shortcut from a narrow alley, I transitioned from Kunming to St. Paul Street. St. Paul Street is the oldest street in the city and was also found in 1642. Along the street, you can encounter several landmarks, such as Notre-Dame Basilica Chapel, a neo-Gothic chapel built in 1824, originally as a convent and later served as a school and a community center. Montsecours Market, another neoclassical building which served as the city's primary public market for over a century and even housing the Montreal City Hall for a period. Today it became a hub for shops and boutiques. Notre-Dame Basilica. It has the significance of being the first Gothic revival church built in Canada. Like many other Gothic architecture, it has spires soaring above the old town, showcasing intricate stonework and stained glass windows that tell biblical stories. In front of Notre-Dame Basilica lies a Place d'Armes, serving as a junction between the tranquil historic old town and the bustling modern city center. It blurs the boundaries between the old and new elements of Montreal. You will be surprised to find that the modern Montreal is only 1 block away from its old counterpart. Despite its size, Montreal maintains a comfortable urban density, with open spaces like these. This is the World Trade Center of Montreal. What is unique about this building is that it blends historic and modern elements, creating a striking architectural contrast. The glass roof connects two historic buildings. It transforms the space underneath, which used to be a city street, into a vibrant public space. Besides offices and cafes, it also has sculptures, cascading waterfalls, and this impressive endless pool. Continuing my exploration, I reached Eaton Centre. It is not the largest shopping center in Montreal, but definitely one of the most vibrant ones thanks to its location. With over 175 stores ranging from international brands to local boutiques, the Eaton Centre caters to diverse tastes and styles. It is very accessible and is seamlessly integrated with Montreal's famous metro system. Although Eaton Centre is impressive, I was looking for something more unique and local, leading me to Talon Market, a historic landmark dating back to 1930. For people who love organic products, here you can find a wide range of organic products from vegetable sauces to dairies and maple syrups, all directly from local farms. For me, coming here is not only about shopping, but more about getting the authentic experience by interacting with local vendors and hearing French and Quebecois chatters. Also, Christmas is coming, so you can find something like this. Montreal has a very decent metro system. Although there is still a large portion of the city which is not covered by the metro network, I would say it is still much better than most of the other big cities in North America. The Montreal Metro only has announcements and signages in French. But don't worry, you will have no problem navigating yourself. We cannot talk about Montreal history without mentioning the 1976 Montreal Olympic. There are two major landmarks in the Olympic Park. The Biodome, which is a museum but not just any museum, it is a museum that recreates 4 distinct ecosystems found in the Americas, including a rainforest jungle. The Montreal Tower, on the other hand, is the tallest inclined tower in the world at 165 meters or 541 feet. The 1976 Montreal Olympic was a glorious showcase of the city's culture and diversity. It helped spurring development of Montreal's infrastructure, including the metro system. But on the other side, there was also criticism pointing out that the Olympic created a huge financial burden to the city. The budget overruns and some corruption scandals left the city saddled with crippling debt, taking decades to repay. Driving in Montreal is okay. There are some roads which are in bad condition and turn out to be bumpy, but overall it's a nice experience with beautiful scenery. Most of the street signs are written in French only, but you should be fine by just following the navigation. If there's anything you must know, I think it will be the stop sign in French. If you want to see more radical architectures from the 60s, you should check out Habitat 67. It is an iconic residential project with the idea that every house will get a terrace to socialize with the neighbors. Designed by Israeli-Canadian architect Moshe Safdie, Hypertech 67 was a social experiment aiming for community living in harmony with nature. With houses stacked like Lego, it is a three-dimensional puzzle with 354 prefabricated concrete modules stacked together. Even today, this Lego-like building stays controversial. Some people appreciate its aesthetic, others hate it and think it looks monstrous. Critics have also pointed out that the complex structure has caused many maintenance challenges, including leaks, cracks, and high repair overhead. What do you think? Do you like it or hate it? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Among all the universities in Montreal, McGill might be the most famous one. But I came here not mainly for touring the campus. Instead, I wanted to walk through the campus and get to the highest point in Montreal. In the back of the university, it is the Mont Royal, the mountain that this city was named after. It took about 20 minutes to reach the viewing terrace on the top, and climbing Mont Royal in winter might not be as easy as you might think. But reaching the top rewarded me with a gorgeous panoramic view of the entire city skyline. Located in the northwest corner of the city, the Frédéric-Back Park is a beautiful piece of urban greenery that spans over 350 acres. It is an environmental project that was transformed from a landfill site. There are hundreds of these kind of spheres that dot the land. Turn out that not only do they collect biogas from the earth that is then turned into sustainable energy, they also glow in the dark. But I wish they were more interactive, for example, turn into some sort of shelter for me to stay inside to keep warm. It is too windy and chilling outside when I was filming. I felt my fingers were numb and couldn't even click the subscribe and like buttons. Hope you guys stay warm. See you next time. Peace.